when Gav came to me in 2009 and said, look, I've got a great idea, are you okay, Dave? We'd love you to be involved. And I said, Gav, I'm not sure if I'm your man. He goes, well, look, I think you're perfect. And he goes, because you've been through a tough time, you've had friends who've gone through some tough times. And as Gav does, he's good at what he does. He said, mate, how about we get Darren Lockyer involved? So I'm not sure if Gav was using me up to get Darren Lockyer involved, but probably the connection is there. Darren Lockyer and I have been best mates for a long time. And in 2006, I went through a tough time out of the game. And if it wasn't for guys like Lockie through football, and also Gav and Marianne, I probably wouldn't be standing here today, because it was a pretty selfish time for me. I'd been suspended from footy, and I was at home feeling sorry for myself. So I must admit, for the first couple of months, I was pretty depressed. And I watched Australian Story the other night about Gav, and I remember Mike Willisey saying to me, have you seen Gav lately? And I hadn't seen him for a long time. And just to see Gav and Gus and what they were going through at the time, and the other story, just made you realise sometimes things aren't that bad. Other people are going through worse things. And I remember in 2009 when Gav said, mate, he said, you made a mistake, you just got to man up. And he used it the other night, and I don't think I've seen a more positive person. So for me to be a part of this today, I think it's special, because rugby has been a big part of my life, and with the good times comes the bad times. But in 2003, as you alluded to, I played in the World Cup, and we lost to England. And sure, that's footy and that's shattering, but 2 or 3 weeks later, I remember sitting there at the front of a church, and one of the young players from the Reds had committed suicide. Great young talent, just signed a 3-year deal, and I didn't know or realise anything was wrong with him. He was always very vibrant at training, and I just regret sometimes thinking, just asking, was he okay? All he talked about was fishing. He wasn't a big drinker, but you just don't know. So for me, people like to think I talk about myself, but I love people and I care about people, and I think this is a wonderful initiative. And I think Gav and you guys here have done a wonderful job, and I'd like to thank you for letting me be a part of it. And I think it's picked up, and today I'm just going to be asking everyone, are they okay? I know I'm okay, because I looked in the mirror this morning, I looked okay. But thanks very much for having me, and you're doing wonderful things. And I just hope people understand, just because you're a man or a male, it doesn't hurt to get help. And Wayne Bennett, for me, was a bloke who actually, when I was out of the game too, we have a love and a friendship other than a mentor. He actually booked me in to go and see someone when I was out of the game, because he was worried that, being the personality that I was, no more cameras, no more footy field for a couple of years, I could do something silly. So I'd actually gone and seen someone for 4 or 6, a psychologist and that, and I got some help. I laughed, I cried, and I manned up. And as Gav says, you've got to man up, and I manned up, and I'll be helping other people to man up in the future. So thanks very much.